Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing Technics' brand new CD stereo receiver, the SA-C600. This charming, elegant looking piece is got more than enough power to drive competently some good bookshelf speakers, or introduce a number of different applications because it's got streaming on board, it's got a CD player on board, it's got all sorts of things for this thing to sit wonderfully in a nice little stereo nook or a space that is going to be charming and elegant. It's finishing off the range that Technics has introduced, including their little lifestyle unit with speakers on board. Okay, so without further ado, let's have a look. Firstly, and as I alluded to it, this has network functionality and other things like that built in. So the packaging alludes to that straight away. You've got Chromecast built in, it supports AirPlay, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, as well as Amazon Music. On one end, it's got scannable information for the model and serial number, Technics logos, and implication of colour, which this one should be silver. Opening this kind of thing is really straightforward. Some very simple nicks, and we're into the packaging. The unit itself is held centrally with a couple of pieces of polystyrene, with the main user manual front and centre. There's a couple of AAA batteries to support its remote control. Now the remote control itself helps to give you kind of the trio of control. You can walk up to this product and touch it and control it traditionally and manually. You can use a remote control from the comfort of your couch, or you can use the app and other control methods as well. So it's lovely to see that they've covered off all of those options. There's a traditional IEC power cord, and then an external FM aerial. Lifting the unit out of the box is relatively straightforward at that point because it's so small and relatively light. The polystyrene ends are very straightforward to remove, revealing a product that is then protected with a sort of a poly paper. There's an instructional guide, or at least a little reminder about how to open and close the top loading CD player, and then a piece of tape to keep the foam paper closed. Now it's the elegance of this unit that really sets it apart from its competition. Its build quality is beautiful, and you can see it even at first glance that this is going to look lovely in any number of different applications. Offices, studies, boardrooms, anywhere where a sense of quality of sound and aesthetic appeal is important. The style is absolutely lovely. Across the front we've got a basic 3.5mm headphone output, a USB input which is 5 volts, 0.5 of an amp, and its centralized display. Tipping it forward, we get to see again a hint of its elegance with its simplicity of operation, with a simple on and off and then up and down associated with the volume. The CD tray opens elegantly and silently, either left to right, and allows you to insert the CD and see it spinning beautifully while being played back. It's wonderful to see that touch of elegance, and again quite a distracting piece in any living space. Towards the back is the amplification ventilation. It's got about 60 watts on board, and it's here that the ventilation grills are introduced again into the style of the unit. It's not very deep, and its depth is disguised with the change in aesthetics. And at the rear, this is where we get an opportunity to see the inputs and outputs that will set this apart from most in its category. Firstly, we've got a boring old IEC input to one side, a bit of model information, and then the speaker outputs. It has the classic plastic caps to protect it from using bananas, but they can be easily removed with a fingernail. There is a single subwoofer output, allowing you to incorporate this with an active subwoofer. and an optical and coaxial digital input beside it. For its streaming capabilities, there is a network input and then an asynchronous USB to connect to PC or laptop. Above those digital inputs we see two analogue inputs, one clearly marked line in and the second clearly marked phono for your record player. There's a ground for the turntable's earth and then the input for the FM DAB aerial. The unit itself has a lot more than just these digital ins, again with streaming support and the ability to use any number of different apps to send music to it and control it. It's quite an easy to integrate product. What it also does is allows for some room and speaker equalization. Within the app you can set it going and it will do some test tones and bring a world of performance beyond its physics, and that's a really important thing. So there we have it, Technics' CD receiver, unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.